Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez are two of boxing's elite, who have previously fought two brutal, electric wars. But before they step into the ring for the third installment of their epic rivalry on November 12th, take a look inside their lives to see what drives these two living legends. This is Ring Life. Manny Pacquiao is the current king of the boxing universe, arguably the greatest boxer on the planet. But before he reached such stratospheric heights and enjoyed all the fame and fortune that comes along with such success, he was just a kid, with little to nothing but family, growing up in an impoverished region of the Philippines. This is Ring Life, Manny Pacquiao.
When I was young, my family is very poor and we don't have money to buy food, and that's why I decided to enter in boxing. I was thinking that how I can make money to help my parents. When I turned pro, I was 16 years old. From the beginning, I'm not a good fighter. I don't have natural talent, but I have a determination to win the fight.
While fierce determination would help him overcome a lack of natural ability, that same determination would lead him to seek a better life in America, where he would meet someone very special, someone that would help to shape and guide a kid no one had ever heard of, and make him into a world champion.
I met Manny Pacquiao one day about 12 years ago. He walked into my gym, and they said they heard that I was pretty good on the mitts, and they asked me if I'd do a session with Manny. He was very, very explosive. He could punch. The quickness and the timing of the shot was just perfect. It was like gunfire every time, just that pop every time he hit my mitt. And after one round, I went over to my corner and said, wow, this kid can fight. And he went to his manager and said, we have a new trainer.
It's hard to imagine Manny Pacquiao ever being an underdog. But before he became a household name, it took a lucky break and an impressive performance to put his name on the map.
A fighter named Ledwaba, the most feared 122-pounder in the world at the time from South Africa, was getting ready to defend his title, and the opponent got injured, and Manny was the next available opponent.
And the odds is like 10-1.
Ledwaba was like a 30 to 41 to 1 favorite. I knew I had something, and I told these guys, watch my new guy. And it was such a big line, they wouldn't even put it on the board, so I couldn't get a bet off on that fight. But
I win that fight, and then nobody knows me here in the States.
Oh, he started opening eyes right away with that fight because he beat the best guy out there. 8 world titles later, here we are.
The most important fight in my career is the De La Hoya fight, and we just, joking each other. Oh, how about Oscar De La Hoya and Manny Pacquiao? Yeah, okay. What is that? It's a basketball game or what?
Everyone thought we were way too small. Oh, Oscar was just gonna blow him away.
It's like impossible in boxing because De La Hoya is, it's so big compared to Manny Pacquiao.
It was just like, after the first punch landed, I said, it's over.
Pacquiao's speed is a riddle he has not been able to solve.
You can't handle your speed, son.
Manny Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya.
This is getting embarrassing.
Manny Pacquiao has beaten Oscar De La Hoya.
By the time that I beat Oscar De La Hoya, I dreamed that I can fight more bigger than me.
Since then, I know he's dominated so many different weight divisions and so many bigger opponents that he was supposedly going to be too small for.
It all started with a kid in the Philippines, fighting for a $2 payday to buy food for the family. Now that fighter sits atop the entire boxing world. And while no one knows where his future will lead, his status as one of the greatest boxers of all time will never be in question.
We don't have too many more challenges out there. If Mayweather doesn't come to the table, where else are we going to go? hopefully it will happen. And then I'd love to see Manny retire after that fight, because that'd be the icing on the cake. Where else could we go? There's no upside after that.
Only God knows what is tomorrow for me and for my future. And I always live my life like every day is the last, because I don't know what is tomorrow for my future and my life.
When he retires, he'll be my favorite fighter of all time to train. If someone asks me who's the best, I've had some great fighters in my day and so forth, but relationship-wise and person-wise, Manny Pacquiao is definitely the best guy out there.
Para mí un guerrero azteca es cuando hay una pelea que deja todo, por ejemplo en este caso en el ring.
Marquez is making the stand of his life.
Un guerrero azteca para mí es que no se deja vencer por cualquier cosa.
This is Ring Life. Juan Manuel Marquez. Over the remnants of what used to be an ancient civilization, one of the most populated cities in the world rises 7,000 feet above sea level. Today in Mexico City, a culture of Aztec warriors remains alive and well, most strikingly in the people's passion for boxing, and fighters like their very own, Juan Manuel Marquez.
Yo nací en el Distrito Federal, crecí en un lugar donde era pequeño, casas pequeñas y carecía de muchas cosas. Había 2 recámaras, 2 cuartos donde había 2 literas. Estamos hablando de 8 hermanos y dormíamos 2 en cada cama y otros 2 en un colchón abajo en el piso.
Young Juan Manuel, along with his brother, learned the ropes from the patriarch of the family.
Yo empecé a boxear cuando tenía 7 u 8 años. Mi padre fue boxeador y él fue el que me enseñó esta carrera, este deporte. Los primeros pasos del box, los primeros golpes para que yo me estuviera en el box fue por mi padre. Nosotros practicábamos con mi papá en las almohadas, le tirábamos golpes como en el gimnasio se le llama la gobernadora. En este caso usábamos almohadas, incluso nos ponía a caminar ahí en la casa para saber a boxear. Él dice que para empezar a saber a boxear tienes que saber parar.
Marquez's successful boxing career is due in great part to the work of his trainer, a legend in his own right.
Mi entrenador actual es Nacho Beristain y mi relación con él es buena. Es un señor que tiene mucha experiencia dentro del box y que es un gran manager.
El entrenamiento básico para Juan Manuel Márquez estamos poniendo más énfasis a la resistencia y a la fuerza. Iniciamos con sparrings que se nos están dificultando un poco su trabajo técnico para buscar la posibilidad de conducirlo nuevamente a la victoria.
Fighters have different secrets for success. From a true breakfast of champions,
El desayuno, después de correr, llego descanso y el desayuno consta de huevos de codorniz, una porción de 25 huevos en un jugo de naranja.
to rituals that range from the unusual
Después de un entrenamiento nos metemos a un tanque y después de ahí nos ponemos una mascarilla que consiste en inhalar oxígeno.
to the highly unusual.
A mí me recomendaron un médico que se llama iridólogo, se encarga de revisar la iris de los ojos y todo es con todo natural, con tés naturales, con hierbas naturales, y me mandó un tratamiento que tenía que limpiarme, tenía que desintoxicarme primero, y después cuando él me dijo que tenía que tomarme la orina, yo me sorprendí. Entonces ya después de ahí lo empecé a hacer y me he sentido bastante bien.
Every warrior has an ultimate foe. And in Juan Manuel's case, his nemesis is a formidable one. The legendary Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao is a storm. Juan Manuel Marquez hasn't ever seen anything like that.
Muchas cosas me preocupan, la fuerza desenfrenada de Manny Pacquiao, su pegada, pero la misma angustia que se siente ahora como entrenador por la responsabilidad, La sentí en la primera y segunda pelea, pero quedamos satisfechos de haber controlado la zona de combate y dominarlo.
And he's getting picked off down the middle by Marquez as he did on a quick left hook there. And he fires the straight left hand, and there's the punching bout.
Bueno, la primera pelea donde me caigo 3 veces en el primer round y mis campeonatos que me costaron mucho esfuerzo no se iban a acabar y no los iba a dejar en un round.
Marquez is showing tremendous heart and determination to survive this round.
Nadie me quita de la cabeza que las 2 peleas anteriores logró dominarlo técnicamente.
Marquez's right hand is finding the target over and over and over. He won the round big, and he's got Pacquiao bleeding from his eye.
A champion is not the one who lands the most punches. A true champion stands tall after hitting the canvas and refuses to give up.
Como dice la gente y como dice la afición, en esa pelea sentimos que ganamos, cerrado, pero ganamos. Y para mí es un gran honor haberme levantado de 3 caídas en el primer round y poderle haber ganado.
Will history finally give Marquez his redemption? Only time will tell.
No sabes qué es lo que va a pasar, no sabes qué es lo que tiene que pasar. Mejor no decir nada, prepararse fuerte y demostrarlo arriba del ring. Los puños son los que hablan.
And as an Aztec warrior, he will never surrender.
Yo quiero que la historia me recuerde que fui un guerrero, que nunca tiré la toalla tan fácilmente y que me recuerden con mucho cariño y mucho aprecio.